upside down.
Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of Delicious FMCG and Retail News, the weekly news update of Consumer Goods Club, bringing you the latest FMCG and retail news from around the world in just 5 minutes. My name is Katina Grimaldt, and I will present you today's top stories. Attracting men to a so-called female brand isn't easy. The metrosexual effect has made it okay for dudes to take grooming and fashion seriously. That in turn has prompted the likes of Lululemon Athletica, Coach, and for example, also Decor's UGG brand to discover or rediscover their inner guy, as well as having discovered a big business opportunity. Still, however, one has to be careful and not to follow a wrong approach. Talbots and Les Claiborne failed to lure men in the past because the apparel makers were early to the party and because they tried to get their female customers to buy clothes for the men in their lives. The secret to success, obviously, is to make men want to buy products and brands they like for themselves. Saks reported a higher quarterly profit thanks to a 20% increase in online sales. CEO Steve Sadoff explained that the online component would be forcing Saks to put into place technologies and systems like never before because they have to be able to move inventory around among channels. He also noted that it will be worth it because the luxury consumer is back shopping, although not quite at pre-recession levels, but they would be buying very much at full price. Saks' financial health is tied more to how the financial markets are doing than the unemployment rate or the price of gasoline, Sadov said. That's why he is optimistic about 2012. Are you too? Asda, the UK's second biggest supermarket chain, has turned up the heat on major rival Tesco. According to the Express and Star, the company wants to set up its price guarantee scheme. It wants to further expand its aggressive pricing strategy, which allows customers to check receipts and receive a refund if their Asda shop is not 10% cheaper than its rivals. In a new bid, it has just launched a regular study of mothers who shop at the chain, so it can further tailor its offering to its key demographic. In its new study, dubbed the Mom Dex, Asda interviewed around 4,000 mothers to gauge their views and experiences in the current economic climate, and discovered some 75% had lower disposable incomes than a year ago. It will be interesting to see how Tesco and Company will respond to this latest move in the British price war. According to CEO Frank Rebound, the year 2011 was both tough and positive for Danone, the world's leading dairy company. Tough because of the increasingly gloomy macroeconomic environment in Europe, plus a steep rise in commodity price that put pressure on costs and the entire organization. But also positive because sales grew by plus 7.8% like for like. Beyond the figures, he stressed 3 key success factors. First, sales volumes continued to grow throughout the year. Secondly, emerging economies for the first time accounted for over half of consolidated sales. Finally, major new brands came into the spotlight. Prostokvashino in Russia, Oikos in the United States, and Mizone in Asia. All are well on their way to becoming core brands for Danone. Like Saks before, Danone also is moving into 2012 with confidence and energy. So, are you now convinced about a promising 2012? Finally, we would like to recommend you a most recent HBR blog article written by Art Markman. He refers to the notion of emotional intelligence, which implies that successful leaders should be nice. And while being nice may have social benefits, he raises the question if it does pay being nice. Without telling you too much, and as such not spoiling you the fun of reading the article yourself, Art arrives at 2 main conclusions. Firstly, the key is in how agreeable you are. Secondly, nice or not, you can still be a great leader. You just have to adjust your strategy. This was the 7th episode of Delicious FMCG and Retail News by ConsumerGoodsClub.com. I hope you enjoyed it. You'll be able to find more information about us and Delicious on our website at www.consumergoodsclub.com. Looking forward to seeing you again next week on Tuesday for our next episode of Delicious.
Delicious. Delicious. Delicious.